I walk out of the gym and I see the sun just starting to rise, and I'm like, that's right, I beat you. I beat that sunrise. I feel like an empowered badass. Welcome back. Another episode with me, Taryn Shea. We're going to talk about how waking up at 4:30 in the morning has literally changed my life in so many different areas. I want that to inspire you, so I'm also going to give you some very specific, tangible takeaway tips so that you can also wake up at that freakishly early morning hour. If you want to wake up that early, yes, it's a little freaky. People are going to think you're really, really crazy, but I promise you though, it will alter your life. It will impact your life in the most positive way. So stay tuned. Let's get into it. How waking up at 4:30 in the morning has changed my life. For starters, I have been waking up at this time for months. And I do go in cycles depending on what's going on, where I may wake up later. But I can tell you from waking up at 4:30 versus waking up a little later, whenever I do wake up at that 4:30 a.m., my life flows so much better. I feel more successful. I feel happier, which I'm going to get into all of that. I've also had a cycle where I got up at 3:30 a.m., which I also thrived and absolutely loved it. As of right now, I wake up around 4:15, 4:30 a.m. I feel like I have won the day. Every morning around 6 a.m., I feel like I've already conquered the day, and it's still dark out. And that feeling only perpetuates and picks up momentum throughout the rest of the hours of the day. I can't imagine not feeling that way. Like, I would never sleep in because it's like one of my fears now. But the thought of sleeping in past 4:30 almost gives me anxiety because I'm so addicted in the best, most positive way possible of that feeling when, for example, I'm walking out of the gym and the sun is just still coming up and it's 6 a.m. I absolutely love that feeling, and I feel like I've literally conquered. I've won the day. I'm such a winner, and it's only 6 a.m. And like I said before, it creates momentum throughout the day. So that in itself, I think, is worth waking up. And by the way, you don't have to wake up at that time to go to the gym. Maybe you wake up at 4:30 to start writing a book, meditating, or start working on your business. For me, I absolutely love doing the hardest part of my day first thing in the morning. I do a lot of hard things throughout my day, but the workout is something that I choose as the hardest thing to get out of my way first. So the second way that getting up at 4:30 a.m. has changed my life is that it simply gives me the gift of time. It allows me to spend more time with the people that I love, to be more creative, to work on my business, to work with my clients, to go outside. I have taken on more hobbies and interests, and I'm able to pursue more passions ever since waking up at 4:30 a.m. Because if you think about it on the flip side, if you wake up at, let's say, 7:30, and let's say I get to the gym around 8:15, and the time I drive there and I work out and I leave and I'm back home, maybe close to 9:30 or 10, and then I eat and then I shower and then it's 11. I mean, that is just not conducive to a successful schedule. There's not enough time, or hours rather, left in the day at that point for me to do all the things that I want to do. I like the word gift. It's not just like it allows me, but it's a gift that I have more precious time to do all the things that I want to do and spend time with the people I want to spend time with. It just gives me that many more hours. The third thing is, ever since waking up at 4:30 a.m. and making it a habit, is that I feel less stressed out and anxious. Before, like the example I gave before, if I wake up at 7:30 and then I go to the gym and I come back and I have to get ready and then it's 10:30 and the time that I eat and all of that, let's just say it's like 10:30, 11, I found that it was giving me anxiety because I felt like I was always behind. It was so late and I always was feeling like I was playing catch up and I had to pack everything into such a shorter amount of time. And it just gave me anxiety and I always felt very, very stressed and very, very anxious. And when you're very, very anxious, you lean on different things, for lack of a better word, to compensate. So it might be eating, feeling like analysis paralysis, almost like I had so much to do that I don't know where to start. There's not enough time. I'm just not going to do anything. Like that type of feeling. Just like I said, overeating or eating the wrong things. Anxiety was creeping up in all different areas of my life and in my mindset. And making that switch to waking up at 4:30 a.m. and just feeling like I'm ahead of the day. I'm ahead of the 8 ball. I'm reaching out to everyone first. I'm sending the emails. I'm being so productive. I love that feeling. That feeling, just thinking about it makes me smile. I can't imagine running my day any other way than starting at 4:30 a.m. Again, it just really helped me alleviate so much stress and anxiety because it helped me feel like I'm getting ahead and I'm not playing catch up and like constantly trying to stay on top of everything. That was a big, big thing. And lastly, to be honest with you, I feel like a badass. I feel like a badass when I wake up and it's so dark and the only things that are awake are literally like animals. I drive to the gym, there's no traffic. I get in the gym, there's hardly anybody there. I love that. I feel like a badass. I feel like I'm one of a kind and I want that for you. I want you to feel that way. Try it if you don't believe me. When you wake up that morning, you feel like, wow, there are so few people that can do this on a daily basis and keep up with it, that it makes you feel unique, special, empowered, and makes you feel like a badass. Like I walk out of the gym and I see the sun just starting to rise and I'm like, that's right, I beat you. I beat that sunrise. I feel like an empowered badass. So I could go on, but I think just those 4 reasons alone, they have been life-changing for me. As I'm looking back, like on my notes here, I think the first 2 are the biggest ones, just to kind of recap, giving me the gift of having more time to do the things that I loved. I'm going to give you one example, and then I'm going to give you specific ways how you can start this amazing habit of getting up at 4:30 a.m. But a specific example is I have so much more time in my day that I've been able to grow my business because I've got more time to simply focus on my business. I feel like my clients are even that much more successful now because I've been able to touch base with them and really put more attention and energy and focus on their programs and reaching out to them. Also, because I get so much more done in those daytime hours that I have this entire evening. It's like a whole other day that I have available to myself in the evening that I've been able to pursue other passions, such as becoming a volunteer firefighter and EMS provider. If I did not wake up at 4:30 in the morning, I would still be playing catch up, trying to reach out, touch base with all my clients, trying to create the programs, trying to create my challenges, trying to do all the things for my family, trying to do the food prep and all of that. But I'm able to do everything in a regular work day that I have this like bonus day in the evening, and that's how I've been able to become a volunteer firefighter and EMS provider. So it's pretty amazing and life-changing. That is a specific example. I want to share exactly how now you can become a 4:30 a.m. warrior. The first step, the number one thing you need is a goal. You need to know why. If your alarm clock goes off and you can't remember why you should get out of bed, then I promise you, you will hit snooze 17 times, and then the next day you'll hit snooze 20 times, and then the next day you'll probably not even bother setting your alarm that early because you're just going to feel like a failure and that you can't do it. You can do it, but you need to have a goal or a why. So I am so focused on my why. I'm so focused on my goals, my physical goals, my goals with my career, my goals with my family, with my relationships, with my passion. I'm so focused on them that when that alarm goes off, I am genuinely excited to get up and start attacking the day so that I can feel like that warrior, so I can feel like that badass, so I can just start checking things off my list so that I feel that pride and that accomplishment. So you have to have goals. You have to know why you're getting out. You can't just get out of bed and then go, okay, now what? Now what's going to happen? You have to have goals and intentions. That will pull you out of bed. So the second tip on how you can become a 4:30 a.m. warrior is to rip the BandAid off. And what I mean by that is try not to allow yourself to hit the snooze. Don't tell yourself it's okay to get 10 more minutes. Just get your ass out of bed. Mel Robbins came up with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule, and I have shared that so many times with my clients and my Fit and Chic challenges over the years, and it is very, very powerful. I don't need to do it anymore because I just genuinely love to get up now because, like I mentioned earlier, I'm so married to my goals. I'm so excited for my day, but to get started, it's hard. Anytime you make changes, anytime you establish a new habit or a routine, it's going to be difficult. So the tip to that is just rip the BandAid off. Don't hit the snooze. Say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and get your ass out of bed. And don't play chess, meaning I'll just go back for 5 minutes. I'll just brush my teeth and get back under the covers. It doesn't matter how cold it is. It doesn't matter how cuddly your partner looks next to you. Just get out of bed and just start conquering your day. You do that enough times, I would say at least 1 to 2 months, you will create that habit like I have. So you've got to stick with it. And then the third thing is I'm all about empowering. So not just like, oh, do it this because I say so, but empower yourself with your own research. So this is very, very powerful. Research successful people who wake up at 4:30 a.m. or whatever your goal is. If you want to be 5 a.m., if you want to be 4 a.m., and find people that do that and how it has benefited them. Also, just research the benefits. Like if you want other benefits or if you want to hear it from someone else other than me, then research the benefits of being a 4 a.m. or a 5 a.m. person. And the more knowledge, the more information you have, the more likely that you are going to make the decision to get out of bed when you hear that alarm. And lastly, mindset is everything. So before you go to bed, you tell yourself, I'm going to wake up at 4:30 a.m. Like, tell yourself, don't say, I hope, and tell your family, tell whoever will listen, post it on Instagram, say, tomorrow morning, this is my challenge, I am doing it. Tell everyone that you will. Do not say, I'm trying, I'm going to attempt. Say, I will wake up at 4:30 a.m. And by the way, that type of intentional speaking is so powerful that I encourage you to say that for any and all of your goals. I will become a doctor. I will win the show. I will wake up. I will get the diploma. You have to speak it into existence first, and the rest will just come into place. To take that a step further, write down your goals. Write down your goals, speak them into existence. So getting back to 4:30 a.m., say, I will, or write it down in your notepad. I have a notepad right next to my bed with pens, and I use it to write down goals, my gratitude list, anything that I really want to achieve the next day. So write down, I will get out of bed. Try it for yourself. Let me know what you think. If you already are a 4 a.m. person, comment below. Tell me how it impacts your life. If you've been wanting to wake up this early, then tell me about it. Proclaim it down below. We'll encourage you. We'll hold each other accountable. Let me know if you have any other comments or questions or ideas for upcoming videos. And lastly, lastly, if you are looking for a coach, someone to help you become more empowered, someone to help you lose weight and achieve your fitness goals, I offer one-on-one coaching. I have 3 tiers. I have it's called Just the Essentials, which is a month-to-month commitment. We have the second tier, which is called VIP Fit and Chic Coaching. Fit and Chic is my company. That is a 3-month commitment. And then we've got the Cadillac of all services, which is the total transformation and lifestyle makeover, a 6-month commitment. And I will share the link below if you're interested, and you can read all the details. My coaching is life-changing and transformational. So with all of that said, thank you so much for tuning in. I love you being here. I love you being a part of my journey. Let me know what else you'd like for me to share. I hope this has inspired you to become a 4:30 a.m. or 4 a.m. I happen to get up at 4:30, sometimes 4:15 a.m., but hopefully it inspires you to get up at whatever time changes your life. 4 a.m., 5 a.m., let me know below. I love you so much, and we'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.